tragic story unfolding this morning. A fire that has ravaged a building on the corners of Delvers and Albert Street in the Johannesburg CBD, and the death toll has now risen to 58. And contrast that to when we started Morning Live at 6 a.m. The death toll at that time, as we were told, was 10. And now at 24 minutes after 8, that death toll has climbed to 58, 43 injured. And what we are witnessing is, of course, the devastating impact of this tragic fire. And this, of course, serves as a somber reminder of not just the profound loss of life, but also some of the other important issues that need to be attended to that affect the matter in such disasters. Our reporter Nozintombi Mia is there in the Joburg CBD, right on the scene. So let's take you back to her as she continues to get the human face to this tragedy. We heard that mother looking for her daughter, whom she hadn't seen in a year, who is unfortunately addicted to drugs and keeps running away from her mother. But let's cross back to Nozintombi for more on the ground. Nozintombi?
Thank you so much, Sakina. And you're quite right. You know, this is really the human faces. Where we are standing, and I would ask that you bear with us, it is a fluid situation. I'm going to ask my camera colleague, Kina, to just pan and show you what we're seeing in terms of the residents here. It's not quite a number of residents. Just very quickly, just to show you where we are standing. So you'll see that there is the lady that we spoke to who lost her loved one, and a few other officials. And we're going to head back. We're going to look back at the visuals here of this building here and the work that is being done by officials and authorities. We will try and get you an official response as soon as possible. We do understand from the South African police as well as emergency services that this is a fluid situation. They are doing what they can to try and get the correct numbers and get the correct information before they give an official announcement or before they speak to the media to try and give us more information. But we do know that the number is rising. 56 bodies have been recovered so far, and that number is rising. We do know that at the moment right now that the number of people that are anticipated to have lost their lives could be well over 200. And this is a building that was considered an alleged hijacked building. And we know that from one of the eyewitnesses who says he himself is a resident, this is a building that had quite a number of people in it here. He says it was a hijacked building that had shacks inside it. And again, it raises the issue about officials and authorities managing and dealing with the issue of hijacked buildings. And what our eyewitness said is that this is one of many buildings that are hijacked buildings in this area, in the CBD. And he's saying that he would not be surprised to hear that there are more people that have lost their lives. We have seen quite a number of people walking up and down in tears, waiting for an official word from the police, from authorities, to try and find out what has happened to their loved ones. If anything has happened to their loved ones. I do see a lady, she is on the other side of where we are standing now. We're going to try and see, maybe we can try and get to her and speak to her. But as I said, Sakina, we are in a position where the police are pushing the media back. It is a bit of a media scrum. You can see the police officer here having a conversation with one of the media people here, basically telling the media to keep their distance, stand behind the police line, give the police a chance to do their work, to go in and do what they can do. But you can see that the next unit or the next team of emergency services workers are heading in towards the building, you can see that there's an orange container there, and that container is a container that is going to assist them to be able to pull in any person that they find inside their building, whether it's somebody who has lost their life or it's somebody that is injured and needs some form of assistance. And we know that they are going to go inside this building. We did see one of the emergency units pulling out a body in blue plastic. It was wrapped in a blue plastic. And as we said, from where we're standing, the bodies that we're seeing lying on the floor, space is running out. They do need space to be able to pull down the bodies that they are seeing. If the image is grim outside, the situation is even more grisly inside what we are seeing. And we do know that emergency services are preparing to go inside. They have their metal sheet wrapping inside there. We will get official word from authorities as soon as authorities become available. As soon as officials become available, we will be speaking to them to get an official word about what the situation here is. The numbers are rising.